This video is titled, An Example of the Effects of Right Hand Masturbation on the Human Body. The body of the man in this picture looks the way that it does because of the long-term effects of right hand masturbation. It would be reasonable for the viewer to think, you cannot prove that the man masturbates, so your claim that the look of his body is the result of right hand masturbation has no basis. While it is true there is no signed document from this man, stating he engaged in right hand masturbation throughout his life, that doesn't really matter because the man recently died while he was masturbating. It is highly unlikely the man died while masturbating for the first time in his life. It is much more likely that the man masturbated throughout his life until he finally killed himself while masturbating. A likelihood that supports the claim by Happeh Theory that the exact posture of the man's body in the picture is dictated by the changes that right hand masturbation has inflicted on his body. The most obvious masturbation-caused change to the man's body is to his right hand. The man's right hand is located exactly in front of his groin where his penis would be, and is curled up exactly like it would curl up if he was curling his hand around his penis for masturbation. Any male human being who masturbates with their right hand palm facing up will develop posture almost identical to the posture of the example man's body. They have no choice because masturbation is like a physical exercise. After engaging in masturbation exercise for years, the masturbator's entire body will start to freeze into the position it takes on when the individual masturbates. The individual will tend to walk around, sit down, and stand still, with their body holding the same posture it holds during masturbation. Right hand masturbation has given the example man's body a propensity to lean down to his right, the same side of his body as the hand he masturbates with. The downward leaning of his body to the right makes his right shoulder lower than his left shoulder, which gives both shoulders a slanted look from high on the left to low on the right. The changes to the shoulders are responsible for another one of the common changes that masturbation makes to the human body. According to Happeh Theory, masturbation will give the affected body the appearance of having one short arm and one long arm. The man's right arm looks longer than his left arm. The man's right knee is lower than his left knee, which gives both knees a slanted look from high on the left to low on the right. The man's neck and head jut forward to the right. A head that juts forward is a head that sticks forward on the neck and body. The next picture shows a profile view of a computer model with a normal head position. The head and neck are then moved to demonstrate how a head that juts forward would look. That is how the example man's head and neck would look from the side. The right side of the man's neck is slanted more to the right than his body is, and the right side of the man's neck is shrunken looking compared to the same area on the left side of the neck. Masturbation will change the head and mouth, so the affected individual feels and acts on the frequent urge to show their teeth and to show a lot of their teeth. Instead of just smiling, the affected individual might smile so big their gums show. The example man is only showing a moderate amount of teeth, possibly because he has false teeth. The changes to the head and mouth will be centered around a part of the mouth that undergoes extreme masturbation-caused shrinkage. The extreme shrinkage of the mouth will occur on the same side of the mouth as the hand used to masturbate. This symptom is called cigar mouth by Happeh Theory because the hole in the side of the mouth looks like the hole in the side of the mouth of a cigar smoker. The example man has cigar mouth on the right side of his mouth in the area outlined in the next picture. All of the changes noted in the body of the example man are among the common changes that masturbation will cause to the human body. There are some other common changes that masturbation usually causes to a human body that the example man's body does not exhibit. There are two reasons for that. One reason is that the man has had plastic surgery. The plastic surgery has covered up or obscured some of the changes that masturbation has made in the man's face. The other reason is that the man has ameliorated the effects of masturbation on his body by practicing an exercise called Tai Chi. While masturbation was changing the man's body in an unhealthy way all of the years he was masturbating, his practice of Tai Chi was simultaneously counteracting those negative effects and working to improve and heal his body. The proof the man's practice of Tai Chi ameliorated or lessened the effects of masturbation on the man's body can be found on the man's forehead. The man has a tall and wide-looking forehead. A large forehead is one of the changes that Tai Chi will make to a human body. Since this man's forehead shows signs of having been changed by the practice of Tai Chi, the rest of the man's body must have also undergone the beneficial changes the practice of Tai Chi causes in a human body. If the man had not practiced Tai Chi during his life, all of the changes noted in his body would be more severe, and there would be signs in his body of the other common changes that masturbation makes to the human body. The pattern of changes to the body of the example man can be explained by the arch view of the human body, which is one of the theoretical models of the human body created for Happeh Theory. According to the arch view of the human body behaves as if it is composed of two arches located approximately as shown in this picture. The location of the masturbation shrunken right arch on the example man's body is approximately as shown in this picture. The various masturbation-caused changes to the body of the example man all occur within the boundary of the masturbation shrunken right arch. The lower right shoulder is within the boundary of the shrunken right arch, as is the lower right knee, the curled up right hand, the longer looking right arm, and the cigar mouth on the right side of his mouth.